Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan, and welcome back to The Witcher 3. It's episode 37 of the Blood and Wine DLC, and we're here with Regis, waiting for some ravens to go find Detlaf. We have just given Detlaf's hand to Regis. Regis says, hey, I can track him down. So, we're going to drink together, or we're going to take a nap. I don't know what the right call is here. When in Toussaint, though. Feels like maybe we could do a little bit of drinking. He said mandrake cordial is what we were drinking, I think.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
I'm a little bit nervous.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
Seems you chose to misunderstand. I don't want to talk. This is a setup or got a lot of secrets. So I think probably what's happening here is they're giving us a chance to wonder about Regis and I's backstory, or potentially talk about it. I'll ask about his intentions.
So, think you've set a nice little trap for me? Sorry. Want to get me to confess? Gonna have to try harder.
Yikes.
I love a challenge. In that case, my ears are cocked. What must I do?
How about you get the ball rolling? Reveal one of your secrets. Vampires, intriguing creatures, must lead fascinating lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Ooh, we got a lot of conversation. Okay, hell yeah. Where have you been and what have you been doing?
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, but first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand or move on my own.
For a year?
Detlaf bore my weakness
Wow.
bravely. Showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here. And I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cyrilla?
I did. I did find my Cyrilla. Will I tell him, though?
Yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back. Defeated the wild hunt together.
Ooh. Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now.
Here's my question. This abstinence thing is very interesting to me. I'm going to ask that next.
Got a new life, a new body. That give you a new start? Blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not
It
to
is
worry, Geralt. Curiosity is a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
Okay, so he's not mad. It does feel very much like asking a recovering addict some, like, very personal questions, you know? I mean, that is what has happened. It's just that the addiction is something different than normal. What's regeneration like?
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Detlaf recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
I remember them
difficult
saying
and
he was a
laborious
wet
process,
smear.
But one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually, pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living high of vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
So, Regis is the third party here. Will Geralt ask Regis to kill one of his own? And would Regis agree if he did? Interesting.
Gotta ask you the big question, one everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
All he's telling us repeatedly is
Can't
that he
have been
owes
alive
everything
then.
to Detlef.
Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
If you haven't heard the song "If We Were Vampires" by Jason Isbell, you should. You should go look it up, or just look at the lyrics. It's been on my mind a lot during this scene. All right. If there's something you want to ask me, something specific, let's get it all out in the air. Let's talk.
All right, give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a witcher?
Ooh, I don't know. The thing is, I don't know how I would answer it, and I don't know how Geralt would either, and so I doubly don't know. I really don't know. Look at Geralt, so pensive. I don't know enough about, which is hilarious to say 200 episodes in, that I don't know enough about Geralt to answer a question for him, but I don't. I haven't read the books. I can sense potentially some answers either way. I don't know how Geralt would answer. And I don't know that there's necessarily 100% a Geralt answer. I think for me, I might say that I'd prefer to be someone else because of the amount of hardship that he's had to endure. And partially just because I'm interested, I think this might be the more interesting dialogue option. That's probably most of it. That's like 90% of it.
That's what interests you most? Whether I'd like to be a witcher again?
Many things interest me, but we've not much time left. Please answer.
Never chose to be a witcher. Fate chose for me. Had it been my choice, I'd have picked a different profession. A profession where I wouldn't have to risk my life every minute of every day. Maybe even one that had earned me some respect.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Regis talks so beautifully.
Still no sign of your winged friend.
Attribute of
Sure
the
it
truly
understood
brave.
what you wanted.
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment.
Regis is so quiet, confident. It's beautiful. Ah, the dialogue's good. Major Edgar Allan Poe vibes in this place.
Ever
Vampire,
vigilant, even
cemetery,
in his sleep.
crows.
Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
I mean, parts of that make sense.
Far as I know, none. Now what you got for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed.
I don't
Perhaps
exactly
that's how the white survived entirely.
know what a
unmolested.
white is. I don't exactly know. I'm gonna Google very quickly on my phone just what a white is, just because I don't know that I know what it is. A white. No, I don't want to Google wait. A white. Like, I can't remember the name of the thing that the rich person is keeping. That's not a white though, right? Spirit, ghost, or other supernatural being. That's it? All right, great. So it's not a like a type of flying a draconid animal, right? Beast. What's the curse?
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something.
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt. I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched
it's not
tale
your
I
deal,
happen
it's
to
mine.
hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the white's saliva. Nothing beyond that.
I love how so many of these scenes the camera has focused on these statues and the sculptures and stuff. Okay, we need the saliva. What else do you know?
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What
True,
exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons.
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Okay. Spoons.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will
You know
do
who he
fine
reminds me
indeed.
of?
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall
it's-
start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Okay, they're missing one last thing, which could be quite toilsome to get, but you won't tell me what it is. He reminds me of Count Olaf from a series of unfortunate events with the hair. Honestly, they're the same person. 100% the same person. Me and Count Olaf hanging out here. All right, let's see here. Read the bestiary to learn more about spotted whites. Sure, I'd be happy to. Very happy to. So what is it that is missing? Is it the royal wyvern, the one that? I can't remember what it is that the guy is keeping in his, like. Let's see. Oh man, my brain today is a little bit off. This silver basilisk, okay, is what that guy claims is silver basilisk, which is apparently quite different from a white. All right. Spotted white. Interesting. The best defense against spotted whites? Stay calm. Leave them alone. Spotted whites were a subspecies of white which the Witchers drove to extinction. They were larger than their unspotted kin, and owed their names to their numerous blotches and effusions. Spotted whites would most often dwell in derelict cemeteries and empty wildernesses, yet at times took to living in abandoned human domiciles. There they would indulge in their greatest passion, creating brews from their own emissions. Ugh. When not disturbed, spotted whites would not act aggressively. If threatened, they became very dangerous indeed. In the colder months or when faced with an unseasonable chill, they would slip into a state of lethargy, making them easy targets. Even during their active periods, it's said the Witcher found a surefire way of besting them, based around careful casting of the Yrden sign, or at least so claims Witcher lore. ... Interesting. Necrophage, and then Yrden, potentially Igni. Go ahead and put Necrophage on, just ahead of the game. All right, we're headed all the way over here. There's something to loot right here. Hello. Character entry updated, by the way. His name is Emil, and then a bunch of items. Emil something Regis. Come on, Roach, you got this. I believe in you. All right, let's head to this this place. See what happens with the spotted white. Interested to see how this goes. I wonder what the. I mean, they hinted at that item that
bandages.
Oh shit!
What's that about?
Gaston. They hinted at the. Sorry, they hinted at the last item that Regis was looking for. I'm very interested to find out what that is. Gaston, what's going on? Guy looks dead, or close.
The dressings, bandages. Where did I put them?
Forget it. Bandages won't do him any good.
What? Oh, but he breathed still a moment ago.
Mm-hmm. Breathed his last then. Bled to death. Legs broken.
Femoral artery.
Ruptured.
Yeah,
Wound
you're dead.
Like that, you're dead in minutes.
Gods.
What happened here exactly?
I was rolling through, fully loaded, when I heard screams. This one crawled towards the road, then drooped to the ground, lost consciousness. I jumped down to help him, dress his wounds. Then you appeared.
Which way did he come from? Helping a stranger sounds admirable. I'm gonna assume the best.
Pretty admirable stopping to help a stranger.
Truthfully, when I saw him, I considered it might be an ambush. The thought entered my mind. I near decided to crack the whip. But to abandon a man in need? It's simply not the decent thing to do.
And they say there's no
Decent enough in
honor.
many other places, believe me.
Toussaint.
Before you go on, clean your hands thoroughly and burn your shirt. Might also want to rub some thyme on your body to be sure. Smell of blood might attract ghouls otherwise.
Who might you be, precisely?
A witcher.
Oh, Do you expect some beast might have killed him?
Plan to figure that out. I will help. Or at least look into
See
it.
what we have here. Legs broken, but cause of death's the wound. Small but deep, edges unfrayed. Either a thrust weapon or a thick claw. Maybe a wyvern's. Tough to say, and... breastplate's unusual. Dented. And it's got a patina.
Patina is one of my favorite words.
Antiquity, I believe.
Patina is so
I deal
good.
with these things, so what's
Hovering.
puzzling is, why did he done it?
A layer.
Not likely to learn that from him. Now to figure out where he came from.
Wearing antique
From
armor.
that house, I'm assuming, but need to investigate. Got some work to do. So long.
So long.
Wait, I will come with you.
I wondered. Gaston! Gaston! And Toussaint! Let's go.
So be it. But stay close, keep it down, and don't touch a thing.
Let's go. Quest was entitled Extreme Cosplay. That's funny as fuck. That's very funny. Oh, the tracks of the murdered man. I mean, I can see the blood. Okay.
Trail leads to the house on the hill.
Which stands silent as a grave.
And there's something broken in the front door too. We're not good about it. There. Oh man, this is exciting.
Must have been here he broke his legs. Fell while climbing over the wall. Trying to leave the property probably, after he didn't manage to open the gate.
My guess is he's just a rich guy who was attacked and put on an old piece of family armor.
Gate's locked from the inside. Clearly been jostled though. Something tried to get out.
The very thought sends a cold wind down my back.
Come on, Gaston. Buck up, Gaston. Here we go. Oh, that's a burned body.
Burned alive. Really high temperatured work here.
Lepiota, thou art my defender and protector. Thou bringest good news.
Gaston, you're gonna have to shut up if you're coming with me, buddy.
Damn it.
Good gods!
Oh God, there's all kinds of dead people here.
What
Also
the
some
hell's
apples.
this? Setting for a banquet?
It seems so. What's your suspicion? Did none survive? Gods!
Okay.
Servant. Stabbed to death. Over a dozen blows with a
Stabbed.
sharp object. Some post-mortem.
I cannot believe this is the work
Post-mortem.
of a man. It was a monster, to be sure.
However, there were stabs after death. Why would a monster keep stabbing after death?
Silver tableware. Elven engravings.
Okay. Elven engravings.
Torso punctured with great force. Blow pierced hardened steel. Man on the high road. Breastplate was identical.
Okay, so two similar breastplates here. This guy's got a sword.
Throats massacred. One mighty blow. Shield along sides old and dented. Sword ceremonial. And Shea handiwork.
Ceremonial,
clearly.
yeah. Okay. So ceremonial sword. Yeah.
Ceremonial bowls. For little sacrifices.
Okay, hold up. What?
Please, do not say humans.
Ceremonial
Oh,
bowls.
I thought.
For
Yep,
little
done.
sacrifices.
Of what? Please, do not say humans.
Please do not say humans. I thought I could see what was inside of that one. Okay, we got a book over here. Civil War in Toussaint. This seems, if the book is going to be placed on the bench, we're going to read it. We're definitely going to read it. The year 781 marked the final end of Elven rule in Toussaint. Closing of an era that lasted over 1,500 years. The elves abandoned their ivory cities, left for the mountains, taking with them all they could, destroying everything else. Whatever they could not take and did not manage to demolish or burn, they cursed. The last elven sovereign, Divithoth, hundreds of years old yet fair as a youth, was defeated. Weeping over the slain army of his forever young brothers and sisters, he agreed to pay homage to Ludovic, the first human king of Toussaint, who, though young, was as shrunken as ugly, as the night after Seovine. I don't know that reference. Putting on no end of airs and graces, Ludovic boasted, "Look, the proud elf shall bow down before me and kiss my royal feet with humility." To degrade Divithoth even further, Ludovic decided the homage should take place in the Elf King's barely abandoned palace. The throne on which Ludovic now boldly lounged bore still smoldering marks from the fire set by the elves, who had sought to burn the whole palace down as they left. So the proud elven king bowed down before the human king and offered him a sacrifice of bread and wine, as well as his sword and his shield. Spewing out merciless mockery all the while, Ludovic received this homage, then immediately ordered his guards drag Divithoth beyond the palace gates and throw him down the stairs as if he were a beggar. Witnesses claim the proud elf remained calm throughout the whole event, but when left alone, Divithoth wiped the blood off his face and vowed cruel revenge on the king. Revenge that would come from stone as cold as the king's heart. Yet these ominous words bore no fruit, for in the year 782, before the homage was renewed, Divithoth drew his last breath alongside his remaining soldiers when the Toussaintois decided to celebrate the anniversary of the surrender of the elven sovereign with a pogrom of non-humans on the slopes of Mount Gorgon. Few survived. Fuck, oh my god. So we are definitely cursed here. Definitely cursed here. The Curious Cases of Virtuous Vega. Wait, what the fuck is this? I'm gonna read this real quick too. We picked this up the other day, I think. So we've got curses, human royalty. Toussaint was originally elven, or not originally, but it was elven for 1,500 years before it was human, which was about 500 years ago. The Curious Cases of Virtuous Vega. Can there be such a thing as a virtuous whore? Vega asked herself this question each and every morning, and each morning swore she would prove to the world that practicing the world's oldest profession does not preclude virtue. I didn't read this already, did I? This determination augmented not only to her own troubles, but also those of Gaspard de Bruella, her mother's longtime friend, who, as a personal favor, hired Vega to work in his establishment, the Golden Garter. Poor Gaspard had to listen to the constant complaints of customers who would charge into his office in a huff about Vega's behavior. The girl clung firm to her principles and her ironclad drive to see them through. She would never perform with any lights lit and would avert her gaze with a powerful blush upon catching sight of the male member. Gaspard's greatest headache, however, was the fact that Virtuous Vega never ever accepted any payment for her services. Oh my god. Wait, did that say that it was a quest? Did that... It looked like it had an exclamation by it as a, like, quest. It didn't, right? It is? Wait, do I have a quest related to Virtuous Vega? Is it inside of the, inside of the place in the whorehouse that I went to? Exclamation Evo in the chat. All right. Can loot some stuff. This place has been cursed. Why do they have all this old armor?
Burn marks. Something catch fire.
We have stabs,
Explode.
burns.
Strong stench.
Loaded, huh? Ooh, a stench.
Multiple wounds on the body. All puncture wounds, but hard to tell what caused them. Victim's human, but the attire's elven.
Are you certain? How did he come by it?
Were they doing
With so
a...
few non-humans in
Oh my
Toussaint.
god. Were they doing a reenactment? Were they doing a, like, Civil War reenactment type of thing? Oh my god, they were. 100%. That's my official guess.
Fled, then dropped to the ground to douse the flames. Didn't manage. Burnt
And either-
smells growing fainter. Might have been another luckier soul managed to flee.
And either the reenactment went wrong or the reenactment was cursed.
Doublet scorched. Wriggled out of it, tossed it, then ran on.
Okay. Strong stench. Knock.
Perhaps there's no one inside after.
I know you're in there. Breathing's loud and clear. Open up. We mean you no harm.
All right, let me break it in. Nope.
They remain there?
They remain there. Who are they?
Listen, I'm a witcher. I'm here to help you. But if that's gonna happen, you gotta answer some questions first. You mentioned them. Who do you mean?
Those, I don't know what they were. Spirits? It all occurred of a sudden. We were staging a scene, the death of paying homage. There was a flash of light that blinded me completely. I heard cries, though saw nothing. Then felt my own robes were in flames. I broke and ran, threw off my doublet, leapt in here and it shut and locked the door behind me. They pounded on the door. I thought they would get through. I thought I was done for, but in the end, it grew calm.
Interesting. So spirits of the elves of that day?
Who are you exactly?
Durant Faucher Plamondon de Safaran, Lord of these lands, and Chairman of the Society of Friends of the History of Toussaint.
Of Toussaint.
We meet here annually to mark the anniversary of the Elfin Homage. But something like this, why, it's a first.
So while reenacting a scene from the past, somehow, unintentionally, you summoned a specter, a Korgorath, or a tube, maybe.
What?
Zub.
What now?
Best thing? You gotta do it again, of course.
Are you mad? Would you have this thing kill us?
No, don't want it to kill anyone. Precisely why I gotta do my job. Summon it again, whatever it is, and tend to it once and for all. Durand, think I can reenact the pledge, the giving of homage, alone?
It was a great, momentous event. The surrender of Toussaint's last elfin king.
Hey, good thing we brought
You will
Gaston with
need
us.
at least 3 individuals.
Imagine if we didn't bring him. Can I count on your help?
You know what I'm gonna ask for. Need your help. But I'll understand if you turn me down. No objections? Good.
You didn't
Let's
volunteer.
get
We
to
just
work.
said no objections.
Start by clearing the corpses. Got some time. Won't start the reenactment before nightfall. Things of this sort are a lot more likely to work after dusk. One last thing, though. My pay. Don't work for free, you know.
Understood. Just keep the danger at bay, and I shall be generous. Through and through.
Oh, one of us is going to die. Very interesting side quest here. Okay. They're observing history, sort of. In a terrible way, it sort of seems like.
I will stand, or
I didn't
rather,
even see these statues.
sit in for King Ludovic, upon the elfin throne, while you, Witcher, will play the Enche ruler, who we must don the costumes. All must be just right.
I'm going to actually have to wear the costume? Shit. Can I just throw it on over my enormous gear?
Divethaf, the elven
Just a mask?
king,
Okay.
hosted Ludovic in his own palace upon his own throne.
So what did they do
amidst
different this year?
The blinding glow of a plethora of torches.
What did they do different this year that made it work, you know? Oops. Ancient Elven Shield. I think I am probably supposed to take that with me. Because they said they'd done it every year, but this year it, something happened.
Don't interrupt.
Divethaf laid at Ludovic's feet a loaf of binnen and elfin bread, thus granting humans rule over seat-yielding lands.
Take a loaf of elven bread. I see a sword. Where's the bread? Oh, here. Okay, this was the offering. I understand now. Take the wine as well. We'll probably need it.
Then Divethaf filled the ornate ceremonial bowls with elven wine, Gwinoet, the sweetest blood of the land that had been torn from him.
This is interesting. It feels a little bit like reenacting a Civil War thing. in the south. And I'm just like, man.
At long last, the Elfin King grasped his sword and shield, thus symbolically passing command of his armies to humans.
So I have to equip them. I wonder if it is quest items. Probably, right? Whip. And whip. And then draw it that way. I don't know how to draw the, there it is, shield. Okay, we're figuring it out.
Elfin King, erect in his pride, drew his blade and dropped to his knees, thus acknowledging his final defeat.
I need to kneel? I don't know how to do that. Just, yeah, there you go.
Ludovic then spake.
I accept your allegiance and shall return in 1 year's time to...
Oh.
Ah! Look! Look! The statues!
Impossible. Gods!
Is this what
mother!
happened last time or no? Is this... Oh, shit. Should I be using... Oh, I'm dead. The fuck? What the hell? Ooh, I was getting ready to say, should I switch armor and gear? Oh, my God. Please start me over at the exact start of that fight. Please, please, please. I hope I can switch back to my Witcher stuff. This quest is a little bit interesting. There's been no commentary from Geralt or somebody else on... I know this is a world where... And I know a little bit of this from reading the first Witcher book, actually. There's a really interesting scene of, like, elves versus humans and all of that. I know a lot less lore than many people, so if you've played a ton of The Witcher, I'm sure that you... Hold up. No. Why won't it pause? It won't pause. There we go. Okay. I know a lot less of this lore than many other people, but, like... I'm interested to see if we eventually get any commentary on... the fact that you're, like, celebrating this, this terrible moment. Like... You guys just get together every year and celebrate this hypothetically sort of terrible moment? Or at least not... Okay, all right. Living statue. Let's do this. I think I'm going to Quinn, actually. I think damage is going to be the big problem. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm dead. Couldn't get the Quinn off. Anyways, all of that aside, they said these spirits appeared, and then... This time, the spirits appeared, which I took to mean like almost ghosts. And then this time, we do the thing and the statues turn at us, which hypothetically is the same thing that happened last time. But this head of the organization is like, oh my God, look at the statues. Motherfucker, you didn't know it was the statues last time? Couldn't we have just smashed the statues? Come on. Come on. All right, I could do this. We're going to very quickly... Oh my God, please save. I'm like spamming the select button.
What? Lost your nerve?
Draw your sword. Heal. Oh my God. Can I block this fire with my parry? Nope. No, I can't. Oh my God, we're so fucked. Get out. I'm stuck. Oh my God, we're so dead. Okay, we have a little bit of a Quinn. Okay, we just can't get hit. Oh my God. I have no idea what to do versus these guys. They are... Maybe they're spirits? Maybe we Yurden? Toxicity's high. Yurden did not appear to do anything. We're gonna whirl and just hope and pray, and it didn't do anything. All right. We're gonna need. Holy shit! This is very hard. I think Quinn is probably the right call. It's just I don't know. What do you do versus a statue? We could do definitely do some bombs. Man. I do not know. This is feeling really tough. Feeling really tough. Do we currently have active the... I think we currently have active the... We get extra damage at the start of a fight. And then our damage trails off after that. Which is also going to be a slight issue. I can't dodge that, apparently. I just can't dodge that. I'm nearly dead. I'm dead. All right. Well. Maybe I'll try dodging to the right this time. I feel like we got to kill the fire people. That's probably the plan. Kill the fire people in the first 30 seconds. I'll dodge to the right. I have a heal on my inventory. I could put a Quinn on so that we get protected from a little bit of damage. Or at least the first hit. This is wild. I'm nervous. It's like the minute I load in, I'm taking damage. And I'm spamming the like dodge button, but I still get hit. So this will be we may have to find a way around this. All right, I'm dodging to the right, dodging to the right. Nope. Didn't work. Didn't work. Didn't work. Okay, take that. Heal. Where the fuck are these fire ladies? Over here. Gotta kill you. Gotta absolutely must kill you. Okay, I'm nearly dead. You just keep casting fire. Okay, you're also teleporting. Need to get the fuck out of here. One of the fire ladies is very weak. Let's go get her. Now we Quinn. Okay, we have a chance here. We have a chance here. Can't save. Can't save. Oh my god. Okay, avoid, 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 avoid. Okay, that's the right direction. I'm stuck on a tree. No heals left. Woo, all right, no more fire. Thank God. Now I think we could use some Igni. We're going to play this kind of slow. Okay, Igni does absolutely nothing to them. We're going to try Ard now. Okay. All right, playing this very slow, very slow. Ard was the correct play. Ard was the correct play. I went the wrong way there. All right. Get a couple hits in. Okay. All right. Man, this has been stressful. I don't know that we want to whirl right now. Although that would be the time to do it. Oh, no, that's too much. That's too much. All right, we got too close. I don't know why I just ate. Okay. Oh, I only hit 2 of them. That's a problem. That's a problem. Left the third one open to attack me. Get into a clear area. My God. There we go. There we go. 2 of them are very weak. All right. There's one down. That one on the right is very weak. Okay. Got you. Argue. There it is. Nope. All right. Now it's 1v1. We got this. Oh, my Lord. Woo!
The
Death March. No joke.
They came alive. By what witchcraft?
Dunno. Specialize in killing monsters. Reviving them, not so much.
I may know what happened. The statues, you see, once stood in
They're
the
new
palace
this year.
of one
Okay.
Defethov. I acquired them a month past because perhaps I should start at the beginning.
Yeah. That's what changed
This
between year.
Defethov was to pay tribute to humans, producing statues of this sort each year. Yet he did so but once, for he perished in the massacre of non-humans at the foot of Mount Gorgon in the year 782. It's fortunate he did too, as Defethov had planned Ludovic's downfall, for he sculpted not statues, but columns that masqueraded as such, columns activated with words said in homage. Columns that would have turned the king and his bodyguards into so much colorful
And you were
confetti.
like, I need some of
Typical.
these. I want some.
Treachery embodied. Elves. Psheh.
You're no better. Elves were just defending their territory. You humans took it, but you still weren't sated. Had to cut the elves down, every last one.
You? What does that mean? You're a man as we are.
Yeah, in a way. Just ashamed to have to admit it sometimes.
Your words, they're wrong, Witcher. But I'll not let you leave empty-handed. Take this.
Yeah, all right,
Reward.
whatever.
Farewell.
All right. Farewell. You dumb motherfucker. You got the statues and you were like, this ought to go well. All right, well, that's extreme cosplay done. That was a fun quest. I really liked that quest. The fight was way more difficult than I would have thought, but specifically, I really like the quest itself. I'm gonna meditate again just to heal. The mystery of it, which was nice, following a bunch of different clues, piecing together what might have happened. I was still surprised by the statues. I had thought about them real quick right before we like as we were doing the acting, I was like, oh, those statues in the background are really beautiful. And I love the thematic importance of it too. So the larger themes. That is going to do it for this episode, though. We didn't make much progress on La Cage à Fou, but we'll do that tomorrow. Until then, have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Hit the like button before you leave this video if you wouldn't mind. I would appreciate it greatly. And write me something in the comments if you want. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.